Hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. This is Kiran Irpaganji from reWireByAutomation. To know about my authenticity and profile, and you can go to my portfolio website and get to know about me. And you can also get the details from the youtube.com at reWireByAutomation. Okay. Uh, let's get into the today's topic. So these are the channels that that I have, channel objectives. So you can go through my channel and get to know these details. Okay, these are the four main objectives, and about solutions and technologies and empowering the workforce. And I have been continuing from the past 1 year. You can get the details from my YouTube channel and from my portfolio site as well. Okay. So let's get into the topic. The topic that I'm going to present coming from the the trends category. Okay. So the topic is AI coding assistant test automation is simplified suitability analysis. So I think that you might have observing the market trends and LLM vendors releases, frequent releases in the AI space. Okay, so I think now more leading coding assistants integrated with all the LLMs. So but for a end user, it is difficult to select which kind of a model is suitable for our task. Okay, so far in the web, I have come across only development, centric articles only. But based on my experience, I wanted to give a quick analysis on LLM suitability for the test automation. So because test automation has limited, and based on that one, certain factors I have picked out, and so that can be useful for the test test automation forum. Okay, with this, I just prepared one blog and going to publish, and along with the short video as well. Let's move on to the topic. So I think as on today, apart from the commercial tools, automation in the open source, many of the customers as well still they're following the open source technologies at the coding level as well. For example, Selenium with Java, and REST assured with Java, or Python, automation for any kind of data testing, and security automation for any using any of the the languages. And also we have the latest is the Playwright using the TypeScript or other languages as well. So these are all most of the, other than Playwright, most of the in the enterprise level, if you see, many of the vendors have their own custom tools built on top of the Selenium WebDriver engine. Okay, so in that one, they maintain the no code and low code the platform, and that's how they are building up the scripts quickly. But there are other the set of customers we have still using the coding, using the BDD for the Java side, and Python side, even coding level also they are using most of the many of the customers. So, and also past 5 years we have seen we have been observing the Playwright automation as well, which is purely coding centric as well. So keeping all this in view, I thought of putting this particular information so that it will be useful to the test automation forum. And not only for that one, before getting into enterprise level, we need to have a kind of hands-on and experience on these LLMs using the GitHub Copilot as well. Keeping that in view, personal practice purpose, more centric on this particular topic, I have focused so that it will be useful for the automation practice as well. So with that attention, let us getting into the details. AI model selection at a glance. So I just I have studied the articles and the information from the LLM vendors like OpenAI and Google and Anthropic as well. So for the original documentation, and understood how these LLMs will be useful to the coding-centric task as well. Okay, so far in the web, in the market, I have seen only everyone talking about development only, but test automation, it is very rare. So keeping that in view, I have come up with a blog and this short session as well. Okay, there are few slides I just came up with apart from the blog. So what is the program that I have now is a quick overview why I'm going to the present this one, why I'm going to creating this particular topic, and factors for consideration. What are the factors that I have considered, and what are the proposed options? This is my view based on my the study. Okay, that's why I have given the proposed options. But these options, the option that I'm going to present, that is suitable, almost it is suitable for the automation practice, and equally that is applicable for the enterprise level implementation as well. Okay, so these are the quick agenda that I have, quick program that I have. Let's go into details of each topic. So mainly it has been the targeted for the personal automation experience, hands-on practice, and enterprise readiness as well. Eventually, once you get hands-on, and once you get to know about that particular coding instant, how it is taking the power of the LLM, and what are the various the features that assistant is the providing. So how we can quickly complete the scripting and speed up the activities, and so that eventually that will be useful to the enterprise readiness as well for a if you're talking about a automation engineering perspective. Okay, so let's get into the details. What are the overview categories? So this is my view. So here the point that I'm presenting here, it is helpful for both personal users as well as the enterprise means whoever is working on the corporate on assignments. So I'm quoting them as enterprise users. So as on today, few of the users may not having the opportunity, but they are looking for the opportunities. So for for those kind of candidates, I have categorized it as the personal users. Okay, so mainly the focus is on automation coding. So LLM supports various activities. Okay, it's pattern based, non-deterministic. So it supports everything, but in what way it is supporting the automation, and how we can take the benefit of this particular ALM into the via coding the coding assistant in the IDE. Okay, so let's get into the categories. One is enterprise the compliance. Yeah, this is my the personal view. I wanted to highlight whoever is watching this particular this session. Why I mentioned is enterprise compliance, because this is related to the AI based, and we need to follow certain protocols as per the enterprise that I'm going to explain over here. So these are the few points that I have listed out for over here. Whoever is in the corporate side, working on the assignments under enterprise level, they must aware the what is the AI governance happening in their organization. Yeah, mostly we call it as a governance or a council, or whatever the name. There is a certain group is available from the enterprise side, which has certain set of the process and protocols while using that everyone should follow. Okay, that is under complete governance level, and that will be controlled by the group of team, and any LLM capability tool that organization is proposing to circulate to the employees, that has to be reviewed by that particular team, and it has to be approved, and then given the certain guidelines, so that employees can follow and take the leverage of in their IT activities. Okay, that is the whole intention that I have mentioned over here, because there may be a chances for the leakage of the company's data, and even customers data as well. So to control those one, So every organization is following certain standards for the usage of the AI tools. So that's why I have mentioned. So you be aware, and in your organizations, so what is the AI governance that your specific organization is implemented, and what are the tools they have allowed, and in terms of the general purpose, in terms of the IT activities development. Okay, so just I mentioned over here, we need to follow the kind of the governance guidelines. So before we use the AI tools, and most of the organizations are following the certain permissions. A group has to we need to raise a request, and a group has to be approved. That kind of the procedure they have following. They are following, and it's up to enterprise level. Organization to organization, they have their own set of standards to leverage the AI tools. Okay, so that's why I mentioned as a enterprise and compliance. Okay, now coming to the personal. So the personal is, it's up to you. You can buy your own single user license, and you can use it in your personal laptop, or else you can stick on the the free license. So, and you will be within the limit. If you cross the limit, then you'll be allowed only after 24 hours again. Okay, but in the personal use also, so we do not have any kind of such enterprise level protocols, but at the same time, the data that we are sending to the particular AI model as a prompt, you have to be very careful, and you can mask different kind of information and get the details. Okay, we don't know what is the especially if you are following the the free version. Suppose if you are following as a paid version, yes, there is a certain controls that your account will be under the particular LLM provider the control, and data will not be flown to the other cache or for any training purpose. Okay, so that's the one. So mainly the points, there are multiple models are available. The coding assistants are offering, but which one we need to choose, that is the confusion few people might have. But let us not run our ball across all the models. Only one model that we can choose. What is the best model, that I'm going to show it now. Okay, these are the few points that I have listed over here. Category is aimed at the personal automation practice, and utilities development. Suppose you wanted to have some practice or hands-on with this particular coding assistant, and how that is behaving, and creating the particular Java file, or creating the Python script file, or any kind of a playwright automation, or how to updating, and how to document that particular class file. Those kind of things you need to get hands-on, so that when you get into the enterprise level, it will be easy for you to complete the given assignment. Okay, now basically I just explored on GitHub Copilot in VS Code, and even in IntelliJ IDE also. IntelliJ IDE, most of the automation Selenium projects for Java based project, we are using the community edition. Okay, so basically at a overall the AI assistant selection is based on the task demand. Okay, so from basic coding to the large scale automation project, code based development and maintenance, whatever the AI assistant it has providing the any model, okay, that has to be selected based on the task. Suppose if you are selecting one basic model for large task, then it will give you it will not give much results. Okay, so in order to have a complex the task, you need to switch out to the different model. So before getting into switch out to the different model, you need to have a certain idea, hey, what kind of the features this model has, so that you'll be confident and easily navigate through the that particular model, and the scripting can be done very easily. Okay, so here I have mentioned the points are based on needs of the test automation. I have taken only the what is the needs of the test automation. Right, certain activities. We have to develop the Java class files, or we have to develop the Selenium based the class files, or certain methods, generic methods we need to develop, and API related methods we need to develop, or else if it is a security, we need to security related automation we need to develop. Different kind of things we have, and So based on that one, we have come up with few factors and analyzed and come to a conclusion. Okay, so this is purely for the personal automation purpose. So in your own laptop, you can install the VS Code, and you can spin up the GitHub Copilot, and you can select one specific model and stick to that one, and you can do activities whatever you want. Okay, so let's move on to the next. What are the factors for consideration? Okay, so the mainly test automation purpose, I have collected the few factors. So one is technical factors. What are the technical factors? One is, I just looked at a high level, okay, not granular level, high level. What are the technical factors we need it? One is context awareness at scale. That means context awareness means whatever the current project or current window it opened, whether the particular assistant is able to the perceive it or learn it or not. Okay, not single screen, entire project that that's why I mentioned it as at scale. So now whatever the GitHub Copilot they have given is, it monitors the entire workspace. Okay, if it is VS Code, entire workspace. If it is IntelliJ IDE, entire project. So that kind of support it is available. And generating code to intent. Okay, you have given a certain intent. Intent means your one kind of a prompt you have given, or one kind of the task you have given on the single liner. So whether it's generating the code or not, that is the must during our day-to-day development. And then generating libraries to intent. So that means you have given, hey, generate one particular library with this one so functions. Okay, generic functions. For example, I want a library with the action API, so that it will generate the methods. Okay, I want a wait methods using the WebDriver way, the wait class. Then it will generate the methods, the generic methods. Okay, so that kind of at a large level it is there or not, we need to check it. And then reasoning means, now suppose you have given the very complex the function, how the code will the LLM can understand and give the suggestions whatever the code we have written is appropriate or not, any other the best approach available to solve that particular the function. Okay, and then agent capability. So I think in the market now everyone is talking about agent, and every vendor is doing a lot of research on agent capability on their side, and even LLM vendor side, they're also doing their research and releasing their LLM models with agent capability. Agent capability is very simple. So it's not about just ask, you ask some question and he has given, but now it will go something beyond. So you have given the certain instructions, so it will understand and it will perform the executions. Okay, it will perform the entire task. Suppose for example, I asked, okay, hey, create a so and so project and so and so files, and go to this particular application and capture the elements and create a poser class place. The POM object files, and then execute the script. What it does is, it will understand all those things, and where the files needs to be created, it will understand automatically. That means agent capability is nothing but autonomously without any human intervention. It will does all the activities, but it is still in the initial state, and it is picking up. By end of the year, every vendor is going to get a autonomous kind of activities, but it will have human intervention as well at certain level. So all industries are doing the research on that way. Okay, now coming to the test automation side, and GitHub Copilot also, they have released the agent mode. I think in the previous the blog and previous video, you can get to know about how the agent mode will work, that I have given the short demo. So this is about the technical factors. Now coming to the common factors. Common factors means, so I have not included those are all, though these are all technical, but I treat it as a common factors. Okay, where our regular automation will do. Like intent, understanding and gathering code, generating the code. You just given simple statement and it has to understand. And then code explanation. So you have a one line. So you need to, you have the place a one request, hey, explain about this statement. So the GitHub will present will send that, prompt to the assistant and it will give the results back. Again, the comments and docs generation. This one I have shown in the, the previous video as well. Okay, how the comments will be generated, how the documentation will be generated, so that every assistant is now supporting. And then code fixes. So this will understand and LLM will suggest the suitable code. Okay, or else it will suitable code and allow use prompt you to asking the accepting that the fix or not. So this is the common factors. These are the two technical and common factors of the must for deciding the suitable LLM. Now, so this is the business factors. This is not related to the personal. This is only for the enterprise. So whoever is the team, the approval team, the admin team, they need to see what is the performance of that particular model, and if I take how it is support to their development as well as other technical activities as well. And scalability means at what the code base is increasing, how the agent will support, and at what stage the agent will support. Those kind of the LLM can support for perceiving that particular code base. Okay, that also is one of the factors that we need to consider. So and then cost also. So there is a if you're buying any something, right, we need to compare with the cost between the two products. For example, Samsung and Apple. If you generally we compare this particular version, what is the cost, kind of thing. Similarly, so if you're taking one particular model from the OpenAI, and if you're taking particular model from the Gemini or the Google or Anthropic, then there is a cost factor also matters. So that also enterprise level, if you're taking any group of licenses, that we need to. So only just for your awareness purpose, I have mentioned over here. So here are the few points that I have mentioned over here. One is at a high level, technical and generic factors are important for the personal experience as we explore, learn, and adapt to AI assistants in automation development. So only we need to consider, and this third factor is for the enterprise level. The team, they will take care of it. But when coming to the personal automation experience, if you are sound enough and confident on these two factors and choosing one particular one, that will be useful your enterprise readiness as well. So you don't need to worry about, hey, I have not learned that one. So it's a model is just a kind of non-deterministic, but the only way that one, it is integrated in the assistant, but how it is taking the what are the different kind of features the assistant is providing, that we need to understand, and we need to understand how we can work with that particular the model, how we can craft the prompt, how we can take the best output from the LLM. That is the matters. Okay, so I mentioned over here, you can go through it. Okay, so and coming to the next, what are the proposed options in my view? Based on my analysis by read and by doing the explore on different models, I came up with these options. First one is the GPT 4.1. GPT means it is coming from the OpenAI side, and second one is the Claude Sonnet 3.5. So these are all the medium range the models. So these two models are sufficient for the test automation, the development. But now the current version of the VS Code integrated with the GitHub Copilot, coming up with the 4.1 as a free version, you can explore it and you can do hands-on. If you are on the playwright automation side, VS Code with 4.1 is the right option. And if you are in the IntelliJ IDE, the idea on community edition with these two models, you can work it out, you can explore it, whatever the model that is fit, or which model that is the giving the better responses that you can take it and start your the practice. So recommended for test automation development and the personal practice. So you don't need to worry about, hey, they are we are seeing the number of models are coming every 2 weeks across the vendors. We don't need to worry about that one. Only just high level know what is the the features they are giving. But if you are hands on one particular model on any of the IDE, that is enough. So GitHub Copilot is equipped with OpenAI by default, and it supports all features required for the test automation. And even Anthropic 3.5 is the best for the small the scale automation, hands-on and sort of for test automation development. Generally, in our test automation development is only just creating the class files and the data and BDD files, etc. Everything will be created by these two models as well. So the good thing to work with the assistants is, suppose if you have a clean framework is there, and it is easy to understand by the LLM, and it will give the correct output based on your requirement when you are developing these scripts. Okay, while you are developing the framework also, it will suggest good methods you can ask, and it will adapt and you can do it. Once you complete, that will become the base and learn for the the model, and it will give the inputs based on it will give the right output based on your inputs. Okay, the next is, so in this exercise I have not considered any kind of summarization or content creation. No, that is the different factors, that one, and the generic factors. The only I have focused on the test automation related coding centric only. Okay, so there are n number not only coding, there are n number of use cases we can take output from this LLM models, but in this exercise only I have done specific to the coding centrics. Okay, these are the four, just for your awareness that I have given. 4.5 and 3.7 and 2.5 Pro. These three are very the complex level coding and kind of algorithmic also for development. It will support heavily, and recommended for large scale coding, complex coding and deep reasoning. Okay, so if you have any such kind of requirement, suppose if your organization is supporting the only Gemini, Google Gemini 2.0, that is enough for your automation as well. You don't need to request any specific the model for your automation. If your organization is already acquired on particular the model and one assistant, that is sufficient for that automation. But you need to have a kind of a the POC and understand how it is behaving and how it is giving the output, and those are all things, that kind of analysis that you have to do it, because these are all not rule based, these are all non-deterministic. That non-deterministic means it will understand and it will do a pattern matching, and it will give the what is the next it will come, that kind of thing. It will give that will be given based on the training it has, the model has model has done. Okay, so that is quick insight. And out of all, 4.5 and advanced version puts all the features required for the test automation development as well. Even in the Sonnet 3.7 also, it supports all. While I'm preparing this particular the session and even the blog as well, I think 2 days back, Anthropic has released a 4.0 and 4.0. On 4.0 there are two versions they have released. One is Opus and 4.0. There are also a kind of one is agentic, and second one is a very advanced version of the 3.7 as well. Okay, but currently GitHub is not integrated those, but we'll come to know that one. But as of now, based on my study, these are the things. But this will be changing every month and month. Okay, but this is the base that we need to understand while we are working on the LLMs. The second one is the only just for your awareness that I have given. Gemini 2.0 Flash. This is especially for the you suppose for the development you wanted to create certain the project or class files based on the some UML diagrams or some image files. what it does is it will go through, it will you can input those files, it will go through each file and it will create the class files or any kind of React.js files based on your project. Like suppose if any the project is involving any kind of GA based, and definitely you can go through, and but it also supports the coding level activities as well. Okay, so these are the the proposed options, but these are the main thing that for automation purpose that I have mentioned over here, exclusively for the personal practice. Okay, and these two are on fully generic the awareness that I have mentioned. Okay, so these are the options, and based on my the study, and in my next session I'm going to walk through on VS Code with Playwright and IDE Selenium with Java project, so that uh, I'll give some quick overview on the practical, so that you can understand at what level of these LLMs are supporting. Okay, thank you. I'll catch you in the next section. Bye. So now we are in the screencast the session. I'll walk through quickly one extensive creation of the code base in the VS Code for the Playwright automation, to get an idea how the LLM with the support of the assistant is being the creating the Playwright code base with certain test scripts based on the given application. Okay, so let's switch on to the VS Code. So I have a chart. This chart will be coming from this one. From here, you just click on open chart and it will be appearing over here. And you can see here I have a clean folder, nothing is there in this one. In this one, I'm going to create the Playwright code base. And here you can see the selection. So by default 4.1 is selected, and the remaining of these two models also available. So but we are going with in this particular IDE, I'm going with the 4.1. Okay, and here we have a three modes. One is ask, you can ask any questions, and edit also you can do it. Agent means it is a kind of autonomous. Okay, automatically it will pick the required the tools in the background and perform the task that we have given. Okay, edit means it will wait for the it's not that that much autonomous. It's a kind of a medium range, but agent will take the it will talk with the different extensions, and to give the necessary code support as well. So it is a kind of advanced mode of edit. Okay, so only I just wanted to show at a high, I mean at what level this particular model will create the code, and how it will understand my instructions. For that reason, I have taken the agent. So clean folder I have available here, and I have a prompt over here. I have already detailed written detailed prompt that I have written. Okay, I just given I'm planning to create a Playwright automation, the guidelines and the task goal details um, I have mentioned over here. That same thing as present in the with the delimited double. So double hashes, the first instruction. See the double, within the double hashes, you have the information is available. Within the double stars, the project related information is available. Hey, so this is the project name, the root folder name, this one, and subfolders. I just given common global constants and page application pages and the test data, and this one, and then goal details that I have given. What are the goal details? Right from the C, like the create a root folder name, and TypeScript as a base language, and ensure test folder should be created, and framework based folder structure as per the above this one, and then goal constants, global constants and global variables what it needs. So whatever in the code base that we need, I have given in the serial instructions. If you don't give sequential instructions, the agent will get confused and it will not generate the appropriate results. So based on that one, the accuracy would be the 50 to 60%. Okay. uh, Remaining, you have to tweak it, that will reach to the 80% or 80 to 90% according to the your expectations. But the boilerplate code, it will generate with the percentage of 60% based on your instructions only. So any LLM, if you don't give any clear the inputs, you'll get you won't get correct results. Always we need to give the correct input, it will give the correct output. Garbage, if you give the garbage in, it will give the garbage out. So that we need to ensure any of the LLM, any of the tasks that you're working, you have to be very careful while giving the prompting. So I have given the detailed prompting and instructions so that it will take all the inputs. Okay. So now I'm taking this particular prompt. So since it is a big, I just taken the copy and paste, and I'm putting over here. So all the instructions I have given, and I have selected the agent. The model is a 4.1, and I'm clicking on this one, send. The moment I have given the instructions, it has started. The agent has started. It is asking, this is the playwright command to set up the project, right? So I'm just giving the continue. So manually I have not given anything here. Automatically it has given, and let's see, it's asking for the prompt. So I'll just give the enter. So default values I'm giving the, and where to put the test under test only, at GitHub false as of now, and install playwright browsers, yes, true, manually we need to install, and initializing that one. The package.json file has been created, and you can see the project with the name that has created. And it is the project is created, the next steps. So it has to create the test cases, I mean the tests and everything, and the folders, everything. So it is creating that one. So it has created the all the readme file and the instructions, the folder, everything. And it is asking as working on the problem, and iterate, or you can send me a new message. So some problem it is identified, and it is asking the user. So this is where semi autonomous, automatically it will not any of the agents now in the research that is going on. mm, it will not automatically take the instructions. In between it will prompt to the user, that means a human requirement. So that's why what I'm saying is continue, because I'm available here. I'm just say, hey, again second time you can check it and see. So it will try to close that error, and it will create it will go to the next step. So if it is any error, it will prompt to the human, and until unless human gives the next instruction, it will not go further. That's why in the agentic, so we have the involvement of the human as well. So it has created all the files only for just testing purpose. At what level it is taking, I just given extensive. But in the real world we have our own the standards. If we have our code base ready, and we need to only focus on the developing of the scripts, that is we have to get it with the help of the coding assistant. Okay, now install node.js, type the definitions to resolve process type errors in playwright config. Yes, continue. And Copilot has been working on some problems, and you can send a new. So continue. I'll say. See, these symbols are just given the draft mode only. The moment when you say keep, it will save those files into this one. So what I will say is I'll just keep so that it has saved. Now what I will do the dry run. It is asking me to dry run. My one of the instruction is after completion of everything you have to perform the dry run. So it will execute. In the background it has created the test scripts, and even it captured the login page objects, and it has created the test as well, you can see here. So it is working on that one for execution. Let's see. Where given chosen is that what how much value of instructions it is taking, and what is the breadth of the folders it is taking, it is creating just to test this particular the model that I have given this one. But in the real world, if you have a code base and you need to focus only on particular script, and just see how the best you can create the script with the help of the um, coding assistant. It is asking some instructions. Let's see. Okay. Try running the smoke, target test using the correct, the project name desktop Chrome as defined in the playwright's default config. Okay, continue. And again, run all scripts, tag the default browser. Again, just running. No test found. It has not created. Let's see what it will does. npm install dependencies. Has found that one no test are available, but some dependency is not there. That's why it is not identified, and playwright install again it is doing. Let's see. So this is called automatically it is detecting the failures, and giving the fixes on the fly. So choosing the right directory to install and playwright using the PowerShell set location. Okay. Single command. Okay, some kind of add-ins have not the configured properly. That's why it is keep on trying that one. But let's see. But it has created whatever we want, the folder structure and the scripts. Let's see. Change the directory, and then I will giving again. So for now I am cancelling this one. Okay. So you can see I'll just this one. I'll show you what it has created. So in this particular folder common, okay, in this one it has created the common methods whatever it has. So like launching and validating the title it has created, and then global constants. So whatever the global concept QA and prod I have given, so it is giving the same thing that one. So it has given the comment update if different. Okay, what are the browsers it has given, it has created. Okay, and then page objects. So here locators, whatever the locators of that particular orange app application it has. What is that application here we have is this one. So this is the application or demo application. So these are automatically it has captured the objects and it has created the page objects. So let's see, and then pages. So if you go here, login page, here it has given the related one is error messages, logo visible, the method, and then a login. Okay, and then you can see if there is any test data. As of now we do not have any test data, so it has not created anything. And under the test you can see this is the example, that is the default test, and login GUI. See here it has created the tags also, it has given GUI smoke etc. And then this one, this is the GUI validation it has given. Okay, automatically. And then invalid. So for invalid it has given this one. So like it has given the username and password as a invalid, so it has given that one. And then valid, so I have given the username and password. So username and password it has taken from the this particular global constants, so automatically it has referred that one. So we have not given any, we have not updated manually. Okay, so let's see why there is some other issue. So I'll just try to give execute uh, yes folder, yes folder, no, browser. Let's see. So this one here you can see if you go here, the test, sorry. So the test whatever here is, so for pass it has given this one. Okay, 3 test case. So what I will say is npx playwright show reports. Can you open the report? It is pointing me to yeah. We'll see. Report in let's see it will understanding or not. Yeah, it has opened, but we need to give the this one. Okay, fine, no issues. So we'll go to the this particular folder. Yes, playwright show hyphen the report. Yeah. So these are the four it has created. One failed. Okay. Login GA elements. You can see here along with the code it has created as per the this one, and then it has given the where uh, the error is. So this is how automatically it has created. So that means this particular model LLM, whatever we are talking about, it has understand the lengthy instruction and created the base code base folder structure, and it has created the scripts. So this is how we need to work with the LLM on the um, coding assistance in the agent mode. So in the next session, I'll show you how IntelliJ IDE will create a Selenium with Java based project based on the given lengthy instructions. Okay. So I hope you got some idea on how to work with this particular model. But only you just first, if any of the technology that like any kind of automation, first you just learn and then start with the help of this one, so that when you get into the enterprise level, so you should be in a position to complete the scripting within a stipulated time as compared to earlier. Okay, so that's all I have. There are a lot many things in this one, and I'm just exploring in deep, so that I'm going to publish a few courses based on this one as well, so that it will be useful to the test automation forum. Okay, thank you. I'll catch you in the next session. Bye. And also you can see manage models. I mean, one more thing. So this is the premium. By default, the 4.1 is there. Per monthly they have given the pricing is uh, per monthly $10. So individual users can buy and get hands-on and a number of unlimited code completions that you can do it. Okay. So that's all I have, and I'll catch you in the next section. Thank you. Hello, all, welcome back. So in this session, I'm going to show Selenium with Java, how we can create using the coding assistant. Okay, I'm switching over to the IntelliJ IDE. So community edition this is. I have already logged into the GitHub Copilot. So you have to log in and you have to authenticate via this browser. Once you authenticated, you will see this one. Congratulations, you all set. Okay. So once that is done, again similarly, previous playwright automation like that, I have created a lengthy prompt to create the particular project. I just wanted to understand how it will treat. So that's why I have given this much lengthy prompt. Okay, so just I have given the Selenium with Java, and I'm setting the testing BDD Cucumber automation for application, and the technology details what it has to use, and for the BDD also I have instructed, and test runner as a test ng, and then I have given the folder structure for this one, and it has to be created under the test and Java folder, and if required test data and features, and same that login page that I have given. Okay, so let me take this entire prompt and see how this Claude Sonnet will create entire code for this one. Okay. So I'm selecting the model. So here we have this one, these models are available, and I'm going with the 3.5 Sonnet. Okay. So the agent mode is still in preview, so I'm not selecting any agent mode over here, only just creation. I'm just I have selected. So to see how it will be creating, uh, for each mode we need to select the model, and then this one I given the lengthy prompt over here. You can see same prompt that I have explained, and I'm just clicking on this one. So I do not have any build.gradle, the content, it doesn't have anything. So it doesn't have anything. It automatically add the dependencies and each and everything, and create the even feature files as well for the login page. So now it is analyzing the entire, the response, and I'll create the files. See, so it has given the 8 files. It is ready to, and one is constants and WebDriver manager, login page, login feature, and this one. Okay. So this has the created, even build.gradle also it has created, and the version it has picked up for Selenium version 4.18 it has picked up, because it has trained on might be a old data it has been trained. That's why it has given the 4.18. Otherwise, the current version it is running is 4.32 when I'm recording this particular session. Okay, for no problem. Only we wanted to see how it is created and what it has created. So it has created the accurate the folder structure, the constants it has created, whatever we have the given it has created, and then WebDriver manager somehow it has created this one, but this is not as per the latest standards, and you cannot expect latest from the free versions. So this is the the login page it has created, boilerplate code it has created for the page object, and then this test runner also it has created Cucumber options. There are many things to add that we have to review it and add. And coming to the login page steps, so it has created as per the BDD scenarios. So if you go to this one features, if you go here, and it has created a 3. Okay, and if you go over here it has created the test-ng suit, this one also it has created. Okay, more or less as per the given instructions it is created, and though it is not as per the the latest Selenium version, but it has created. So always we need to have a code base framework for code base and the real world case. So start with the single script, that is more advantageous. Okay, and now I'll just give the one particular the prompt. Hey, convert login page.java to Python code and save it as login page.py. Save it as py under pages package. Let's see whether this will be created or not. Sometimes we have to the convert, suppose if someone is migrating from the Java to the Python, this kind of utility is best useful in earlier days. So it is created, and let's see. I'll accept. In the earlier days we had to write the code from the beginning, right? But this is somewhat with this help, it will reduce the some effort. Let's see. See here, it has created the, as per that particular login page Java code, it has created the same the page objects, so this locators and the methods it has created. If you see here, so same the locators, and at find by it has created this one. So you don't need to put any kind of your code, automatically it has created. You can review it and you can update as per your as per the standards. This is one way. Okay, I'll show you one more example here. Suppose it is created only, so I'll ask the model to hey, analyze this invalid case and generate some more. So let's see whether it will create it or not. uh, Analyze the invalid scenario and create some more invalid scenarios in the login feature file. Okay, this I have given, and let me send that prompt. Let's see whether it will create it or not, the BDD scenarios. So we can see the difference what it has created. Let's see. So it has analyzed the negative case and invalid login. So it has created the blank empty username and both empty username and password, and special characters, and admin like lengthy characters it has created. Some more it has added, different characters it has. So okay, so what I will do is I'll just accept, and it will go, you can go to the this one existing file and see, you can remove it and log in with empty credentials it has created automatically and additional details. Like this, you can take the help of not only code, because it has the capabilities of understanding the natural language, and give the inputs as well. Okay, earlier this kind of the feature it is not there for BDD. We need to switch out to the chat GPT and get, and then again I put it here. That kind of work we used to do previous versions. Now it is totally integrated, not only coding and this BDD feature, also creating the natural language text in the BDD format also they have included. So I hope you understand, with this one how best, at what level it is creating. But it is not as per standards, but we have to, review, finalize, then only. So the only, the tip that I have, that I can give is, first, you have a clean, framework code base, and then you can start, individual script wise. That way you can get the better results. Okay, while learning. So if at all you wanted to explore, yeah, so if you have knowledge, definitely you can spin it this particular integration, and you can see what are the features, how you can bet quickly generate the code. Okay, so you can take My recommendation is always go with GPT 4.1, and then you can play around. So once you're comfortable with this particular assistant, you can switch out other models and see so it is generating. But always it will generate the older dependencies only, because it is trained on the the previous Git repositories. Okay, so that's all I have, and I have given you, and I'll catch you in the next session. I hope you understand this particular the session and the blog, and I'm going to publish shortly, and you can go through the my blog, and I'll catch you in the next blog. Okay, thank you. Hello all, welcome back. So now we are at final insights of this particular session and this particular topic. So final insights. So the topic is AI coding assistance and data test automation, a simplified suitability analysis. So the only one thing I just wanted to give the audience, just look at your automation practice. If you are at your personal laptop, and you need to get a hands-on, and you can choose the models that I have given you. So if you're working on any of the the automation side, but before starting, is my tip is, suppose you're working on a playwright, at least you should know the basic of the playwright and what are the different components, how it is connecting in end-to-end automation. That you should know. Then only you can start practice with the help of uh, this particular LLM models. Otherwise, if you don't know anything about the playwright automation, and you're directly jump into this with the help of this one, then it will not give clear knowledge, and you will not get what is it is creating, what file of what is the file that you're going to work it, and those kind of things. Okay, you should know entire all the components that involves in this kind of framework. Then only you can able to take better and the best output from the LLM model. And the second one is, suppose you have completed the practice, and you got a the hands-on on particular model and on particular ID on particular, and you can go beyond your exploration. You can take you just see, understand. Suppose you have a security, okay, uh, you need to get the practice on the security protocol with the Java side. So which model can support, you can play kind of explore using the assistant, and create a one particular project and compare which one is generating the better output. The prompt should be same, equal for both. Okay, then understand, and then you can choose another one, which is, we call it as matching your model to the task. Okay, and then you can proceed with the further exploration and learning. Okay, and again, I'm just giving you one more tip. These LLMs are non-deterministic. That means you do not have any kind of rules, do not have any kind of set of rules. Say in the coding, in automation coding, what we have as on today. So as on today, only we are giving the certain rules, hey, conditions, and giving the some inputs and valid inputs, and we are putting the the controls, or for statement and if statement, or kind of while statement, that kind of rules that we are following. But in these models, or these models, so will not work like that. It will observe the entire your code base and understand, and then it will match what it will come against to this particular the line. So that means it's a kind of a probabilistic method will apply in the behind, and it will give the suggest the right the relevant the statement. Sometimes it may generate incorrect as well. So that's why every model in the bottom, they have given the disclaimer. LLMs can generate, non-relevant content as well. That you need to be take care. Okay, so for every assistant in my sessions, also previous sessions, I clearly explain the review part. If you go and see my sessions, you will see one slide for the the review. So whatever the content it is generating in his code or scripting, that you have to review it. Okay, there is a certain process for the specific to the working on the coding side and open source technology side. So I have already the prepared, might be in the upcoming the sessions I'm going to deliver the topic as well. Okay, so how we can change our mindset while working on these LLMs. Okay, so I hope this session useful to you, and thanks for your time and connecting with me on this particular session. So yeah, just have the practice and hands-on and explore and get automation personal the practice on these particular LLMs. But without knowing any subject, don't use these tools. First you should know about what is the particular the technology that you are going to work. At least basic level, you just come to an understanding, then only you can start with the LLMs. Otherwise, cut off the all LLMs and all instance and then practice, and then start this one, so that in your enterprise level that will fetch you. That's my tip. Okay, so I'm going to publish a blog along this particular video as well. You can go through the blog. It has written my own based on my research I have written, and you can go through my words and get to know about this one. And happy practice. And thank you. I'll catch you in the upcoming next topic, which is morely related to the LLM only, because I have already completed certain kind of research on this particular automation side, and I'm going to publish a valid, but it is a very slow. It's very difficult to publish monthly one topic, but still I'll try my best. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next section. Bye.